right from here, like that. You see how you can use this space. Just really roughly. Just looking for shapes. It's very important. Just focus on how those shapes is gonna working like that. That'll be interesting shape like that. And how you're gonna see the shape on the outside. And this is the same thing, the same question that you have to ask, even though you're doing, doesn't matter you used watercolor or acrylics or oil, that shape. And this side, I'm gonna throw a couple shape over here. You can see there's some blue color over there, right? So you're gonna throw some color over here. Eventually, you're gonna divide this. So now this is your first step, and they have a little bit reflection on the bottom over here. Now I'm gonna throw some red color over here. If I would want to, you can start from here. So this painting is more direct painting. It's less about underpainting. There's no underpainting in this process. Right? I'm gonna throw some color over here, and like on this side, I'm gonna have a little bit darker color. I'm gonna take this color with a little bit blue, and now here you go. I'm gonna have this color right there. And also doesn't matter how you start your painting, doesn't really matter. And it's about how you're gonna end it. And right, like you only have a limited time of the date, and you're gonna start it really quick. And then I'm gonna throw a little bit white color over here. And I'll make this a little bit lighter. It's still gonna be more lighter, but I want to throw more color into it so I can start having a balance to play. Now I'm gonna have a little blue color over here, got some red color with the blue color. As you see that when we are painting watercolor, that is just the color that we use, right? Mixing the very dark color. There you go. Have some like that. A little dark color in the middle. Here you go. And I'm gonna have that a little dark color, dark shape over here. I'm gonna have a little dark shape over here, and I'm also gonna have some red shape into it. And you can feel free to experiment by changing the color to see how it looks. Okay, I'm gonna have a little bit gamsol, so I have a little bit dark color right over here, like that. That's good. I'm gonna have a little bit white color and gather a little bit lighter color over here at the edge of the water. It's all about how the shape work together. And over here, I'm gonna have that to be the catch the shadow part. Also on the top over here, I can have a little bit more blue. Now here you go. On this side, we'll have some shadow color, maybe not so dark. I'm gonna just throw some color over here, and that need to be a little bit more white. I'm gonna have a little more white color in here. So Susan, even you have a thick color and still can control how much thick color you want, and don't let it too thick. If you're too thick, you'll feel free to use the paper towel to wipe it off, to take it out. And if you don't want it, just take it out and start over. And the top over here I have some yellowish color. I'm gonna throw a little bit color over here. So all you see now is try to see how the color occupy the different spaces, like pretending we're actually painting on the harbor, and the sun is keep changing the light, and you have to do that really quick to capture the moment. Okay, like that. Have that color over there, and I'm gonna start throwing a little bit colors for the blue in the water. I'm gonna throw a little bit color over here, like that. There you go. So I have a little bit blue over here. It's going to break down the shape. And some blue color over here too. There you go. Now a little bit blue color. over here too. Yeah. And I'm gonna throw a little bit different color for the lighter blue, and also we're gonna throw a little bit thicker blue color. You got, I'm gonna have another shape over here, and coming over here like that, and then this side. Got, got a little bit more. You got. I'm gonna have the thick pink start eating into the shape of the boat. Okay. And now I'm gonna start reorganize the colors. Okay, I'm gonna change my brush. I'm gonna use a brush a little bit, slightly a little bit smaller. I'm gonna change it to this one. I'm gonna change this color, use a little bit lighter color. Now I'm gonna coming in here to adjust the color and the shape. There you go, like that. Okay, that is good. I'm gonna have a little red color as I have a little bit over there, that little mark. And here you go, like that. Think about how they coming together. On the other side over here, have a little bit blue color. Now I'm gonna have a little bit reflection over here. Now I'm gonna come into a little bit closer and closer up to also on this side. Also gonna throw a little bit shape over here. That I'm gonna have a little bit darker color on the edge over here. There you go. Now I'm gonna have this also become a reflection. Have a little bit darker. Like that on this side. Okay, now I'm gonna come in, have some soft changes coming in here. I'm gonna move the color to make it together, blend it together a little bit easier. There you go. So this side is pretty good. And I'm gonna move that color a little, make it a little bit smaller. Come into the middle over here. All right, and in the water, I can also make the color a little bit more muted in the middle over here. You already have some bright color over here, so you don't need to mix the color that much. Instead of just make a little blue color, and you can have it feel a little bit more muted. This is you're mixing right on the painting. Okay, I'm gonna paint a little bit thicker shape like that. Here you go. I'm gonna a little bit more red. Now here you go. I'm gonna have a little thicker shape like that. Okay, a little shape over here. Pay attention to how the shape work. And then coming over here, there's a little shape off, and here you go, like that. A little bit over here, then. Okay, now on this side, I'm gonna have a little bit darker color with the red and the blue color. You're gonna come back over here to reshape it and take a look over here. Here you go. Now you can make a nice impression, the edge. There you go, like that. And that's good. And a little edge, I'm gonna take a look at the edge over here. And I can also have, let's paint a little big shape in the middle. I'm gonna get a little yellow color and a little shape in the middle over there. There you go. That's good enough. That's nice shape. I'm gonna have a little bit yellow and a little bit kind of a light orange color on this side. And that's probably good enough for me. And just have a little light and yellow color in this corner. Okay, I'm gonna have a little bit that color on the edge over here, like that. That's probably fine. And I'm going to make a little lighter shape on the light side. I'm gonna take quite a bit of white color. Here you go. Now I'm gonna just make it very light. That's okay. Coming all the way over here. Okay, a little reflection on this side. And also have a quite bit of white shape on the edge over here as well, like that. And then I'm gonna come into, I'll come back to the boat a little bit later. I need to uh, maybe a little light shape over here on the window. Like throw that little color over there, a little gray color over here. And I'm gonna have a little some light shape over here. And I'm gonna painting the negative shape. Here you go, right here. Just use the corner of this brush. If you open it up, that will be too big. Okay, like this. That's good. I like that. Just a little big shape over there. Over here, I'm gonna just tap. And this brush is not a small brush, but I would rather use a bigger brush than try to use the small brush like this. Here you go. And to see how you're gonna move the brush stroke and make it look interesting and expressive and simple. Okay, right here, right there. And have some white color over here. If with a limited uh, palette, a limited brush, and you see right here, those are the place that you can actually have the little bit more bigger rough brush stroke. I'm gonna have a little big shape over here. Have a little shape like that. It's all this shape is gonna de deliver that is interesting movement. Like over here. Here you go. I'm gonna have that. That's okay. I'm gonna break this shape a little bit. And take a look. And over here. Here you go. Like that. And this can be have a little bit bigger light shape. Here you go. Have a little bigger light shape. And over here, I'm gonna keep this shape. I'm gonna take a look. And there's a little light shape over here. Right. And then this is good. Keep a little bit look unfinished. That's okay. And over here, I'm gonna have a little bit color, and with this color, a kind of reflection to the boat up there. And it looks like that is also need to be have a little bit light blue color. Some shape over here. And take a look over here. I'm gonna have this color coming in here and deduct that by having the thick color coming over a little bit shape over here like that. And also I have this and the outside coming in here. And just use the brush stroke and you can make this all work together. I'm gonna have a little bit more light brownish color. And you can see the bottom I have a little brown. That's good. That's the color. I want to see that color need to be a little bit thicker. Like that. Here you go. And it's showing there's something on the top over there. Okay. And now I'm gonna come back. This is getting pretty well. Now I'm gonna come back to have some really dark color. Get the red and this blue color. Now coming on the edge over here, and coming over here like that, coming up, that's fine. And use the uh, small brush stroke, less brush stroke for the easier effect. I'm gonna have a little bit color over here, coming over here, and on the other side, we need to use a little bit darker color to close up the bottom over here. And here you go, like that. I'm gonna change the shape over here, like that. Right. I'm going to take a look at the top over here, and I'm going to add a little smaller shape over here, and the bottom over here need to be darker. There you go. And this need to be deeper color and a little bit uneven. Okay, like that. And here you go. That's good. Get a little line over there. That's pretty expressive. And now I'm going to start throwing some darker line, and by having a smaller brush, and actually that's not really small, but this one, the tip is very small. I'm going to use that. I'm going to take that red color with the blue color together. Now here you go. I'm going to have this little line. Here you go. I'm going to have a little line from here, and one line. I'm going to start having something over here like that, just to see how you make the contrast between line and shape together. I'm gonna have another color over here. That's okay. Have a little bit in the middle. That's fine. And I'm gonna also have a little suggestions for the window. Okay, there's a distance between what you see and what you want to paint. And over here, I'm just going to have a little bit incomplete shape, like that. And on the other side, have a little bit more brown color over here too. They're probably good enough. Okay, they're good enough suggestions for the boat. And now I'm going to have a little bit darker color on the edge over here. Okay, like that. Just make some interesting shape like this. And coming in over here, have a little edge. Okay, a little bit blue with the red. And here you go. Like that. Have some line coming over here. Okay, a little bit shape over here, and some little dark shape that's getting there. And a little dark shape over here. I want to also suggest a little dark shape over here too. And the edge over here as well, like that. And let's take a look at the edge on the boat. I need to have a little bit yellow color mixed into this, more like a little bit uh, brown gray color. Here you go. Like that. Something over there. And now is a little bit light shape on this and the top over here. I'm gonna throw a little light shape over there. Need to be lighter, and right over there a little bit. And I'm gonna see a little light on this side, separated, and then very light on the top over there. I'm gonna put a couple stroke over here. Okay, and then I'm also gonna put a little bit blue color and some shape over here. Here you go, like that. Have some blue color, and there's also should have some white color over here to break it. That okay? Can fine tune that. Okay. Now there's also questions about how you're gonna do the wire, and I'm gonna do this with a palette knife right over here. Here you go. From here all the way here. That is a quick solution for that. And in the reflection, now I'm going to have a little light shape over here. At the same time, I'm going to adjusting. I'm going to make it a little bit lighter. Okay, I really like that shape. I'm going to over here, I'm going to connect a little bit more over here. It looks like it could be a little bit more grade. I'm going to put a little bit gray color over here. Now there's a little bit more small adjustment, a little bit more grade like that, because that is from the water color, the color from the water that is coming up, have a little bit more of the color from the water. But you don't want to make it look like too um, out of space. You still need to make it feel like a part of the movement. And there is some small line. I'm going to clean my brush and small line. I'm going to coming over here. You see that? I just use the tip like that a little bit. You don't want to have it too persistent. It's just a little bit line like that. On the other side, a little bit darker. I'm going to have a little line over here too, like that. And also have a little line on the other side. Okay, like that. Just give a little bit indication, the details. That's very nice. And I'm going to also have a little bit the brown color. I'm going to have some color coming in from the side over here, like that. Here you go. Okay, it's almost there. From what you've seen here is just a whole bunch of colors, right? And gonna all even make this a little bit thicker. I'm gonna have those color in the blue color. Who's thinking with me already? Okay, and have a little white color, a little bit more texture going like that to the outside. Okay, now it's almost there. I'm gonna break this shape a little bit and move the light a little bit in a little bit like that. Still try to keep the feeling of uh, the bold brush stroke. Okay, like that over here. And I'm gonna come back to now give it a little bit more. I'm gonna a little bit more blue color. And but this blue color works pretty well. Now breaking the shape, and now you have some enough blue color to actually occupy the space. And I'm going to take a look. There's supposed to be a little blue color like that coming out. And take a look at little blue color over here. Also a little bit over here too. Like that's okay. And take a look over here. You got a little blue color. You don't want to have it too even. And I'm about to make it too even. And you want to have some color a little bit uh, uh, space in between. Somewhere have a little bit colors, a little bit have less space in between. So I'm gonna make this even a little bit more white space in between over here, like this. And this one I'm gonna make it a little bit smaller, like that. So make you feel like you are in the print nail with me, like that. I like that shape over here. And I'm gonna have this also, the shape over here coming to the other side, like that. Here you go. And take a look. And this could have some light shape, and this light shape should have a little bit yellow color. There you go, like that. And if you want, you can have a little detail over here and have a little bit like that. Here you go. There's something over there that's holding on the uh, the wire. And then I think this shadow can coming up a little bit more. So I'm going to come back with a little bit cool color, little blue color. That's probably good. I'm going to have it up over here instead. So I'm going to move that color up over there. See that? That's the catch to shadow. Like that. I'm going to throw a little light color over here too. Yeah, it's a little bit too light. So I'm going to take some off. That's good. Just seeing there's light shape but in the shadow. Okay. And I'm gonna come in over here and say, I'm gonna throw a little yellow color over here. Here you go. And now I like the little yellow color orange over there. I'm gonna have a little bit orange color. Seeing that? Oh, I like that color. That's good. I also have this color, same color, and put it in the middle over there. That's good. Looks like the window inside. And what else do you want to do?
There are two little blue spots near the bow that also appear to be in the reflection.
Where there? Where?
In the red, yeah, right there.
That's not the reflection.
No, but I'm saying the blue spots are right where you were putting your brush, and then they reflect themselves in the water.
We can forget that. You don't have to paint everything, uh, unless it's make the painting more interesting.
Okay, thank you.
So, 28 minutes. So, questions? Any suggestions?
I think it might take me a little longer than 30 minutes to do that.
Will take you probably a little bit longer than that. Yeah,
Just a little.
just a little. You're so humble. Okay, I'm gonna have a little lighter color. I'm gonna actually want to make this a little bit lighter, but you're gonna keep that is this is the boat over here, and you want to see that they're a little bit sharper coming in the middle over there. So as you can see now, it doesn't matter how you start your painting. It is actually more important. I always say that is how you end the painting. Okay, over here, continue on this side. Now I change the top of the boat over here. I'm gonna move this color over here. Now change the impression, right? Since you have enough color on the canvas, you can always come back to actually move the color and change the color, like the feeling that in the wild, and be able to pick up the spontaneous uh, changes that is it can be like really sudden, and you need to be there. You have to do it really quick. There's not much time for you to keep changing. I'm going to have a little bit darker line coming down like this. Also, having a smaller color palette also important, like that. You can have a little line over here, have a little line over there. There's some line, spontaneous. Okay, like that.
Yeah, is this the maximum finish you go to, or you further take it to more realistic level, or you leave it like?
That's what I like to paint. That's the way I like to paint.
Okay.
I would not try to make it realistic, and realistic is not my choice.
Okay.
I can paint realistic, very realistic. Make it look like a photograph if I want to, if I need to. And over here, I have that little line coming over here. But it's the fun is make your make your own interpretations, and no, because you're painting for yourself. No one makes you to paint it one way or the other. Most of the time you're out there, and this is what you're doing. You're picking the scene that you want to paint, and most likely this is would be the look of my finished painting. The excitement. It's nothing look finished, right? You see the little white line? This is how you just make it over there.